I definitely have to agree with Anton Yelchin that Jerry is definitely a terrible vampire name. Fright Night was one of two films I was able to catch at this year's Comic-Con, the other one being Drive, so you can expect a review for that coming up to the week that that film releases. And before I saw Fright Night at Comic-Con, I managed to attend this exclusive fan party, which I got to meet stars Colin, Farrell, and Anton Yelchin. And I also got all this free stuff right here. As you can see, I got this very exclusive pair of 3D glasses right here, and I got this special zip-up case for it right here that has the film's logo, title, and also when it comes out, of course. And then I got this 3 water thermos right here, which it has like the vampire bite marks and the Fright Night title, along with the holy water logo as well right here. But to put the product placement aside, let me actually review this movie now. So Fright Night is a 3D remake of the 1980s horror comedy, and it stars Anton Yelchin as Charlie Brewster, a guy who's pretty much living the good life in high school because he's dating one of the hottest girls in class, and he's also got a lot of friends with him. But everything starts to go down for him when a vampire named Jerry, played by Colin Farrell, ends up moving next door and begins feeding off all the neighbors in his street. Fright Night for me was a mildly enjoyable time. It's definitely not the greatest horror remake out there, but it's definitely one that's above average compared to most of the stuff we do get lately. None of the performances in this movie are special, as they all feel kind of standard, but Anton Yelchin, Colin Farrell, Toni, Collette, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse, aka for all you Superbad fans, McLovin, they all do a decent job with their characters. They know they don't have to go too far within their realms of their performances, but they all manage to do a decent job of what they're given. However, if anyone was a bit of a turnoff for me in this movie, I have to say it was David Tennant, who plays a very Chris Angel-like magician who Charlie Brewster, Anton Yelchin's character, goes to him for help in order to get tips on how to defeat Jerry. Tennant, who played Doctor Who for a while, he is extremely over the top in this movie, and I just didn't know whether I was enjoying him because I was laughing at his character in a few parts, but then there are other times which I was completely turned off by how annoying he got. Now, the 3D in this movie was actually pretty decent. It's definitely not the best 3D I've seen, but it definitely uses that stuff goes right at you gimmick a lot, but it's decent for what it is. Especially at the end where you get to see a body explode in the sun. It all just comes right at you like that. And that sounded a little bit dirty right there. And there's also a car chase in this movie that's all done in this one take, and it reminded me a lot of Children of Men. It has that same style of the camera just going around the whole car, and anything that can remind me of Children of Men is really cool for me. Now, the movie balances horror and comedy a lot, and sometimes that's a flaw for the movie because some of the comedy really falls flat on its ass in this film. There were times where I chuckled at some of the humor, but there were other times where it got very cheesy and corny too. Now, I can't say if this movie is a true remake of the original Fright Night, but for what it was a mildly enjoyable time. Definitely not the best horror remake that I've seen, as I said, but it's still fun for some of the parts that it does have. I'm going to give Fright Night 3 out of 5 stars. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Fright Night. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel where you can check out more of my reviews. I have 2 links below for you guys to see. One of them is a video from the Fright Night private screening party in which you'll see me shake hands with Colin Farrell about midway through it. And the other is a tribute I made to my favorite YouTube critics, which is on my second channel. So in the meantime, I'm Tyler from Cali Critic Reviews, and I'll see you guys later.